I feel most highly honored to welcome you all and to open the 2024 First Quarter Meeting of the Nigerian Interreligious Council, Nirec, taking place in Abuja. Let me begin by conveying the warm felicitations of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCF, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, requested me to commend the leadership of Nirec for stabilizing roles you all have individually and collectively played nationwide since this administration came into office. He has also sent assurances that Nirec as an institution for peace and nation building shall remain a key development partner for this administration. Distinguished members, Royal Highnesses, my lords spiritual, this first quarter 2024 meeting is holding at a time when the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is marking the first anniversary of his assumption of office. This gives the administration the opportunity to render account of stewardship to the Nigerian people. Particularly, the theme of this meeting, the role of religious leaders in combating corruption and cybercrime, is very appropriate as the government deepens its efforts in the fight against corruption, the most significant vice that has retarded Nigeria's development. The synergy with government in this direction underscores the importance of the roles of traditional, religious, and faith-based institutions shaping the citizenry. In the light of the foregoing, I wish to note with interest and satisfaction that the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes (EFCC) and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) have been invited as key speakers during this opening ceremony. I implore you all to listen to them attentively, come up with strategies for fight corruption and other vices, and resolve to take the messages back to the grassroots and your various congregations. Distinguished leaders, this administration since inception has remained focused on serving the economy of our nation through the implementation of programs under the renewed hope agenda. Difficult decisions have been taken to prevent a total collapse of the system, and government has never relented in expressing its deepest sympathy to the people over the resultant hardships Nigerians are passing through. This is just a temporary phase in the history of our dear country. At the same time, government has left no stone unturned to positively change the trajectory of our economy and to take sustainability measures. I'm pleased to report that over the past 1 year, this administration has addressed several sectors that impact directly on the people and are also required as foundation for future development. These include road infrastructure. Let me say that the Lagos-Calabar route, it's a reality. Work has started. Let me also report that the procurement processes have started for the award of contract for construction of Sokoto to Badagry. I believe the Sultan should also be interested in your eminence. These include road infrastructure, transportation, that's aviation, waterways, CNG buses, railways, power and energy, education, agriculture and food security, access to health, industrial sector, including micro, small, medium enterprises, social safety net program to support the poor, elderly and vulnerable, review of tax policies and systems, creation of consumer credit scheme, as well as beefing up internal and national security. Recognition of the impact of the challenges on workers, a wage award was also approved by the President. Currently, the new minimum wage is being negotiated by the tripartite committee. I must quickly add that to enjoy the gains of all these efforts, all hands must remain on deck to fight corruption, cybercrime, and associated criminal tendencies, for the purpose of restoring our values and national integrity. Let me remind us that corruption is a deadly virus that destroys the fabrics of a nation in multi-layered and multi-dimensional ways. Simply put, corruption is the misuse and betrayal of trust, power, and authority for whatever purpose. Without formidable systems, institutions, integrity, and character, no system and no individual can be isolated from it. It is not unusual, therefore, to find corruption within the political, traditional, faith-based community, social, youth, and family institutions and systems. Key players in these condemnable acts include parents, community leaders, business leaders, politicians, public sector employees, security agents, public office holders, journalists, administrators of schools, or anyone entrusted with power and authority. The list is ended, but I wish to point out that it does not discriminate on the basis of gender, age, demographics, and status. Corruption manifests itself in acts of dishonesty, and it is couched in depravity, inducement to do the wrong through improper and unlawful means. Corruption is an abuse of integrity and transparency by any person who has authority and power. This abuse can take the form of financial and non-financial advantages for selfish gains. Most worrisome today, distinguished leaders, is the meteoric but infamous rise in cybercrime among our youths on various technology platforms. The cancer of cybercrime is fast spreading globally with devastating consequences. These include rise in terrorism, illicit monetary flow, ritual activities to acquire riches, modern slavery, and human trafficking, disruption of economic systems through hacking, destruction of moral values through pornography, and what have you. The institutional battle to fight the cybercrime has been through the EFCC, ICPC, the police, associated technology-based efforts, and the judiciary. Moderate successes have been recorded, especially in the areas of apprehension, prosecution, and convictions, as this remains work in progress. This administration shall leave no stone unturned in exterminating the scourge. Distinguished leaders, addressing this challenge is assuming a dimension of our emergency because of the involvement of scores of our youth who are leaders of tomorrow. Statistics at the EFCC will present later point at the institutions of higher learning as breeding grounds. There is an urgency, therefore, in the collaboration that we want to forge in addressing it. As we deliberate on the issue of corruption, national malaise, and the rising cybercrime activities, I urge you to deploy your moral, religious, and traditional knowledge and authority to come up with strategies that will help the government to tackle them. Your partnership is important because all Nigerians align with you in every position you occupy. Finally, worthy leaders, it is now my honor and privilege to declare the first meeting of Nirec for Q1 2024 open and to wish you fruitful deliberations. God bless the Federal Republic.
Thank you so much. Secretary to Government